Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Auto Mall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat here on local channel 10 and mugsmedia.com. Here's Dan Cleary back now. He has more girls basketball. You'll lead off with Lenape Valley as a broadcast to you from world famous Auto Mall and Mountain Creek Ski Area is now open, Dan.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. And also a new Greetings from Vernon is on the air.
Greetings from Vernon is on the air.
Check it out Wednesdays and Fridays.
You have a story on Mountain Creek?
No, we mentioned her on. We'll have a story coming up on that. We had one over the summer, talked to Jeff Kaufman, great guy, and Bill Bennion.
They're good people over there.
Yes, indeed. So you can check out Greetings from Vernon on the Mugs Media YouTube page anytime and on Wednesdays and Fridays on Channel 10. All right, Lenape Valley got a new coach. Kyle Murphy takes over the program. Gene Foley, who coached last year and had led them to a 10-14 record, had a change in jobs. He's going down. He moved to Virginia, so we wish Coach Foley the best of luck. But Kyle Murphy takes off. He was an assistant baseball coach to Bob Klink, a good athlete. He played at Hanover Park, was football, basketball, and baseball. He actually went to Kane and played baseball, won a Division III World Series back in the day. So Kyle, real excited about taking over the program, and he should be. This team has some good players coming back. Rachel Sampson, terrific player down low. Grace Connery, she's just a junior, has been a terrific guard for them. She has started since she's a freshman. She's the type of kid who's going to be an all-league type player. Carly Chernowski has been a contributor the last few years. Danielle Damazzi, she's a senior. She got in somewhat last year, but she's really improved and is going to help this team be better. Alicia Kahn, Sam Schweizer, and Taylor Beck. This is a real athletic team. And Kyle Murphy said when we contacted prior to the season, he's excited about taking over the program. He was a freshman boys coach a couple of years back, but he's got a great assistant. And head coaches will tell you, you're only as good as your assistant. He's got John Groom sitting right next to him, who's been Don Smolin's right-hand man for the last 30 years. John, whatever there's been a coaching change at the girls' level, has been the constant on that bench, and he's going to help Kyle get this program going in the right direction. The next team I want to talk about is the Newton Braves, the new member of the Freedom Division. Last year, they came back a little bit after making to the state final a couple of years back with that great team with Tara Lynch, who's playing at Rochester Institute of Technology, was freshman of the year last year. 11-12 last year, lost to Jefferson in the first round of states. They have two kids back that I really like. Jasmine Luciani, who's coming off a terrific field hockey season, has been a three-year starter, will be a fourth-year starter on the varsity. She can slash to the basket, she can shoot, and she can handle. But the one kid I really liked last year as a freshman, and I'm sure she got stronger and better, Jenny Boyer at point guard. And we talk about it all the time. If you got good guards, you're going to compete. Jenny Boyer can handle the ball. She can shoot. We were joking with Whitney Dugan last year. You don't want to put pressure on her, but she kind of reminds me of Hannah Buckley, who was the point guard in that team that made the state finals. Also back, Courtney McHale, good soccer player, good athlete. Early Ferguson, Jade Luciani, Jasmine's younger sister. Casey May, Olivia O'Brien, and Caitlin Lynch. This is a good athletic team. I think they're going to compete in the Freedom Division, and they're going to compete in the HWS, and they're going to look to win a couple of state games as well, get back to where they used to be. But Whitney Dugan, in her 6th year as a head coach, does a great job. So we'll see how Newton does in that division. But the best team in this division, and maybe the top 1 or 2 teams, definitely in the top 2, are the High Point Wildcats. What a great year for them! 15 years. For Chris Dexter, 26-5. He got his 300th win when they beat Newark Tech in the Group 2 state semifinals, made the state final, lost to Manasquan, who was amazing. They beat Jefferson to win their first ever section title, North 1 Group 2. They're back in Group 2. But, look at Chris Dexter's record, 300 wins in 14 seasons coming into this year. That's 21 wins a year. That's Fred Gefkin territory. And I always tease Chris about that because I don't know if I'll stay that long. But Chris, right now, what a great job he's done with that program. He's lost lost one of the best players High Point's ever had, Maddie Smith. She's playing at Holy Cross. But they have a real good group coming back. Also want to mention Emerald Whip's playing at Ithaca, and April Peterson, 1,000-point scorer, is playing down Stockton, terrific player. And speaking of Peterson, they have Margot Peterson back, 16 points, 5 rebounds last year. She's a junior. She can do it all. Big kid, but she can handle, run the floor. And also coming back, Casey Langenbach, who's going to play Georgian Court. Casey's a tremendous athlete, physically strong down low. No one's going to get a rebound out of her hands. If she has expanded her game to maybe get a nice little short jump shot going, she's going to be terrific. Emily Mulvoy came off the bench, was aggressive, would attack the basket. Tricia Peterson can shoot. Emma Cawley also back. And then some kids that will, would have started. Many other teams would be playing this year. Alexis and Melissa Cisco, good kids with good height. Morgan and Madison Smolin. I got to see them a few years ago on the 8th grade level. They were terrific. Julianne Mangano and Dakota Voitu, they're back. So High Point's going to be very, very strong in the Freedom Division. And then quickly we'll move to the American Division. Kathy Willie with the Sparta Spartans. They were 12 and 13 last year. They graduated Gretchen Bowie. But Emily Lake, Jackie Dowd, Beth Langer back. But she's got some, and Paige Smith as well. They got some good athletes. Brianna Falco, Mary Rose Fisher, real good athletes that are going to fit into that system. And something exciting at Sparta, they're going to be hosting a holiday tournament. They haven't done that in years. So if you got a chance, want to see some girls basketball, stop over to watch the Sparta holiday tournament. But I think Sparta will be right around that 500, a little bit better this year. And then Jefferson, they move into the American. James McDermott has done a great job since taking over Jim O'Connor, who just got elected to, excuse me, the Sussex County Hall of Fame. 25 and 4 last year, made the semifinals of the Morris County tournament, split with High Point, excuse me, beat them at the Pretty in Pink Classic and then lost to them in the section final. They have arguably back her and Margot Peterson, in my opinion, the best players up here. Taylor Langen, just a junior, 14 points a game last year, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. She's tremendous, folks. She stays healthy. Jefferson's in every game. Ashley Hutchinson's back, can shoot threes, can handle. Victoria Pietrowicz, who I thought was great coming off the bench, giving them a lot of energy. Nicole Velasco. Julia Mirowinski graduated, but her sister Shelby is playing. She's a freshman, and she's got good height on her too. So James McDermott has some really good teams, good players on his team. He's excited about playing in the American Division, getting to play Pope John twice, Sparta twice, Mount Olive and Morris Hills. Mount Olive, always solid with Coach Pat Morella, the former Jefferson football star, and Morris Hills always has some good players as well. Pretty in Pink, want to mention, January the 21st at High Point, full day of basketball, but the marquee matchup, High Point will play Pope John, and it'll be a great game. And let's talk about Pope John, our final team. John Slackman, since taking over this program, has done amazing things. 22 and 5 last year in his 4th season. They improved, it seemed like 8 games every year. I teased them, if you prove again 8 games, you're going to be in the Tournament of Champions. Last year they lost to IHA in the section final. First time they were there since 1999. But they got some great kids coming back. I want to mention the kids that graduated were a big part of the renaissance of Pope John. Nicole Barnett, Joe DeProspo, and Kirsten Labrizzi graduated. They were all terrific players. But Kristen Spetz is back. She might be the best shooter up here, girl or guy. She's just a pure shooter. When she's on, nothing can stop her. Caitlin Fitzmaurice is back. Alyssa Aragona, she transferred in from Del Valle and played very well in the second half of the season. Maggie Miller, Ireland Kovratresco, Morgan Heller, and Fatu Nadu, who's a big kid. Give them some height in the middle, be a difference maker on defense. They're going to play a tough schedule as well, but I'm excited that they're going to play Jefferson twice in the division, so we'll see that game. They're going to be playing in early January, and I give them a lot of credit to go up and play in the Pretty in Pink game. It's such a wild atmosphere, an emotional time, and that's going to be a great game. So girls basketball up here is going to be tremendous once again, Muggs.
All right, Dan, thank you very much as we broadcast you from the world-famous Franklin Sussex Auto Mall, the only choice you need. And Mountain Creek, the ski area, is officially open. So go skiing over the Christmas break at Mountain Creek. Don't go to any of those places in Pennsylvania. No need to go there. Mountain Creek is locally owned and operated. All right, folks, from the world-famous Auto Mall, we have for you a commercial timeout.